Welcome to the bracket episode 124. Today we are debating which things are most likely to make you say, hell yeah, that's awesome. A very interesting one. I dug deep into our submission list on Cool Forms, and I just immediately popped out, made us all laugh in the group chat. Submissions have been very funny so far, so immediately just had to hop right onto it. Return of Nikki Cookie, who's been out a few episodes.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Out in Italy. And then Mook, you haven't been on in a little bit too.
Yeah, it's been nice not getting face fucked on this show. So
oh yeah, you do get face fucked every time.
Every time, just a complete.
Yeah,
face
not like
fucking.
any other show that you're on. Face fucks you.
I did just see Peyton is here today, so we could always grab her in whenever
true.
we want to get bodied.
All set. Yeah,
Right around the corner.
I forget about that video sometimes. In all time. Great.
never forget.
Wait, which one? The one of her telling her to lift more because he couldn't do push-ups, or
No, the
him
one of her
tackling
her throwing the punch.
Okay,
is
her
Out of nowhere,
so-
just ripping him to the ground.
So fucking funny, dude.
Out of nowhere.
I'm gonna punch her in the face one day.
Yeah, you gotta.
Before we get to the submissions, let's talk about.
Before we get to anything, you just have to address why you're dressed like that.
Oh,
Everybody, we know, but like people are gonna be like, why the fuck is Kenjac
I'm going
dressed
to
like that?
the premiere of Boy Kills World, sponsoring the Barstool Chicago Film Festival. Going to the red carpet tonight. Going to talk to some people, some
Hell
Bill
yeah.
Skarsgårds, some
Nice.
Sam Raimi's, and hopefully the like. But yeah, doing that later. That's why I'm dressed like an asshole. But yeah, so before we get to that, let's talk about game time. Did you know that you can get tickets to the Rangers game right now for only $279? Just looked that up on the Game Time app a minute ago. Rangers Capitals tonight, playoff hockey. That's crazy, and you could do it with Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. You shouldn't have to worry about when you buy tickets to your next big event. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets to all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. They got flash deals for sudden discounts, zone deals for when you're feeling flexible, and their lowest price guarantee means that you can find the same seats for any less anywhere else. Game Time will credit you for 110% of the difference. They have the best price for last-minute seats, up to 60% off your favorite events. So what are you waiting for? I think I'm going to go to that Rangers Caps game. I mean, that's an incredible bargain for a playoff.
Great game for the Rags, baby.
Great. Yeah.
A small price to see my New York Rangers in person.
New York playoff Tommy has been insufferable the last day.
Just fucking
Yeah?
love my Knicks, love my Rags. Ain't no crime in that.
It's been unreal.
Do you guys know who the band Augustana is?
Sounds familiar.
I think
I
I got
don't.
to Boston.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So during our game time read yesterday, we were also looking at the app and looking through stuff. And Augustana's playing tonight at Gramercy Theater or something like that. And I was
Great
like, oh, I'm going to check this out. And Kevin had he never heard. I played the song for him. He's like, I've never heard
That song was everywhere.
everywhere.
You could not go to a mall without hearing that song.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
great song.
Yeah.
That concert should be one song though.
Yeah.
So what are you waiting for? Go get your tickets. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code BRACKET for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. All right, first matchup of the day. We have the number 5 seed versus the 12 seed. The 5 seed is throwing a heavy object onto water or ice.
Oh,
Really
that's
like that.
Good.
When it shatters the ice, or if
Yeah.
it just makes a giant, you throw a big ass boulder into a
Big
lake or
splash.
ocean. Big splash.
It's awesome.
Makes you say hell yeah. That's going up against number 12 seed. The actual verbiage given was getting a good gaming session. But I think you can expand that to like when you're playing with your friends. Like let's say you're playing something like Call of Duty with your friends and like they clutch the game, like something like that. Like some sort of gaming event. There's plenty of events in gaming where that can make you something can make you say that. So the gaming sesh versus throwing the big ass heavy object onto ice. Let's start with you, Marty.
Oh, that's for sure. I get the gaming one, but like that's just because I don't say hell yeah to my friends ever, you know. But if someone really just throws a nice boulder into the water, it's like seeing a fat guy doing a cannonball. It's amazing, you know. It's great. So I'm going that one.
One for the heavy
Yeah,
object.
easy. I mean, kind of under this too. Skipping rocks. When someone skips a rock on a water, a little pebble, that's fucking awesome.
I actually disagree.
Oh, you're wrong.
All right. I just don't. I feel like if you go to like a lake and some guy just starts whipping rocks and it skips, like, all right, dude, you're showing off. You go look at this rock and it blows up in a huge water. That's cool.
I mean, both are cool. I like rocks and water.
All right.
I think specifically the videos that come to mind are the ones where it's a bunch of guys like kicking to dislodge a boulder off the side of a cliff and it rolls down into water. Always a hell yeah.
When I think of the skipping rocks, I think of a scene in the
Why do you
cartoon.
keep making this about skipping
Yeah.
rocks?
Man, I think of the cartoon
part of it.
Tommy's
Hercules
like,
movie.
if I could feminize this incredibly
Yeah,
masculine
you gotta have like
thing.
wrists. And then,
I like skipping pebbles.
we're talking boulders. You're like, oh, and pebbles.
So yeah, the skipping rocks into across water.
Fights.
Yeah, this is a no-brainer for me. Easy. I don't have much to add. It is 100% throwing things off. You guys are both saying, I guess you kind of said it. You said like rolling in. I was at like off a cliff.
Mine's plopping in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we have in Newport. There's like a cliff, and we just like throw rocks off it and shit like that. And it's
That makes sense.
It's
Primal.
it actually is the difficulty of this category is everything is so awesome that it's hard to even elaborate. It's just like no, like you know exactly what you're describing.
Yeah.
When you do that, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah, this whole category was awesome because it made me realize there's a lot of stuff that makes me happy. And throwing a big rock into a lake or a creek it's instinct. It is man at its purest. You see the rock, you lift it. That's a feat of strength, and then you heave it, and then you get a big reward of a splash at the end. It is perfection. Going with that.
Deeply primal. Mook.
Yeah.
Fuck the rock.
Gaming sesh?
I want the virtual. Give me the virtual shit. Give me
A
the
virgin
5-hour
alert.
5-hour Warzone session. Catch a couple dubs. Playing Fortnite. Someone clutches it up. Oh hell yeah, brother. That was awesome. Give me the virtual shit. Give me the gaming.
One for the virtual, Cheah.
Fights, the video of you jumping off that cliff in Newport, how high is that?
It's like 40 feet, I think. It's actually not that high.
That's high.
It looks insane on video.
It's not crazy.
40 feet's pretty high.
Yeah.
40 feet's really high.
That's like fucking 5 Yao Mings.
Yeah, think of it like that. I love that that's the only way Marty can do math correctly.
That's basically what I do.
It's no Marty's like you ever seen in The Office when Kevin Malone can't do math except when I'm talking about pies?
Yeah.
Marty's like that with like gambling.
Yeah.
Like, he can't like add or subtract, but if you tell him two scores,
Like minus 140 something, and I like units and stuff I could do so fast,
Yeah.
but anything else is brutal.
So Cheah.
It's going to be the throwing the giant rock. There was a creek that I used to go to. We had a lot of family in Vancouver, so there's a suspension bridge there, and you can walk down. There's a giant creek there with a ton of rocks, and it'd be awesome to throw a bunch of rocks off a bunch of other rocks to see them explode. I can imagine how cool that would be if it
Ooh,
was like,
that's
ice
good.
covered.
Breaking
Vancouver
ice is
seems
great.
real nice.
I heard, Vancouver is nice.
on a similar note to all this, has anyone ever been to a quarry?
No.
Oh,
Yes,
I've
I
seen-
have.
I've seen
See,
like
I have
that zigzag
not.
going down. It looks so cool.
But like I mean like the old kind of
A
quarries
quarry
that
that's
like
filled with water?
like with trash in it and stuff like that. Like
Not with trash, no.
like wait, I mean like a dried out quarry where there's like a washing machine in the base of of it for some reason.
Oh,
I'm
people are,
thinking
like, bikes
water
and
quarry.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Probably
Yeah.
like a dead kid.
Yeah.
There's always a skull of a child.
Yeah.
Dead hooker.
So the throwing
Got
of the rock-
trapped in one of those old fashioned refrigerators that's down there,
Yeah.
playing hide and seek.
So the throwing of the rock is going to move on. Next up, we have the 4 seed versus the 13 seed. The 4 seed is watching a fighter's jet soar over a beach doing tricks.
Oh,
Good one. And that's going up against number 13 seed, a homeless guy with a "Why lie? I need beer" sign. Or really, like that one. That one got a hit every time I'd seen it. Cheah, which one are you going for?
Can I add in a potential pivot, the military flyover for like a football game?
Yeah.
Because that I think is way cool. That's like yes, this is awesome. This is a huge moment. Whereas like on a beach, it's like, yeah.
You can say fighter jet stuff, like fighter jet.
yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. So yeah, that's a goosebumps moment.
One for the fighter jets, Mook.
What's the homeless guy one? He's holding a what sign?
A sign that
Why
says
lie? I need beer.
Why I need beer?
What? Why lie? I need beer.
Oh,
Like he's
Or, like,
cutting
that
to the
needs
chase.
Money for weed.
that's some good shit. But there is nothing like the flyover. You get little goosebumps. The Aaron Rodgers walkout this year was something that I still feel, even though I'm not a Jets fan. So
Yeah, that ended up good for him.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing that makes me feel more patriotic whenever I see a $1 billion jet soaring. Also, a lot of homeless people have good handwriting.
that's true.
Yeah, patient. But yeah, I'm going with the flyover.
Another for the flyover fights.
Now, I'm a huge flyover guy. I'm not very patriotic, but when I'm at a game, a flyover happens, I'm like, that's awesome. But I feel something. What makes me literally say hell yeah? probably the guy with the
Thank
sign.
you. You're being truthful at the moment. They are not. All three of them are not being truthful.
Like when you see a guy, a homeless guy, you nudge your buddy like, fuck it. Hell yeah, dude.
Like, at least he's not lying. When you're telling me the truth, like, good for him.
But too many of them have it now.
Too many.
I
Yeah.
remember
Well, yeah.
the first time I ever saw it, I was like 12, walking to the Yankee game,
Dude,
and like
I was outside Fenway.
And I saw it.
Right
I remember
outside
like telling my
Cascade
dad, I
Lake.
was like, "Oh my god, this guy!" Now it's too much. Now I see it, it's like, ugh, get away, you fucking homeless
No,
person.
I do.
Jesus.
I agree with what you're saying. It is overplayed, and that does.
it must
bother
have.
me.
They,
But do the homeless
word got
people-
around.
Do they know it's getting overplayed?
Yeah,
Like, I don't
they
know.
It's getting around.
So I'm gonna go. The flyover's sick. They do it maybe on the beach. The Blue Angels they do
Yeah.
a little thing. Or like Trey said, right as they're hitting like the banner yet wave and the national anthem. Come on.
So that is cool. The game is cool. Cheah was right too. Where the beach, it's just like, get out of here. You know, I'm going to a game and the flyover, like, holy fuck, the game's let's go.
Yeah.
At the beach, I don't.
I agree
It's
with
so
that,
loud,
for
and I'm
sure.
trying to relax.
I also don't know what you guys are talking about.
There's like all I know is that Jones
on
Beach.
Long Island.
This sounds like sounds like some fucking
Yeah,
Jersey.
Jones
like,
Beach has like a airplane show.
Yeah.
And
People that are from Long Island think it represents the entire Earth. They,
I wish it did.
It basically does.
No, you bring a plane to my beach, it's liable to get shot down.
I'm going homeless person. Even though I'm lost.
Homeless person. Well, the fighter jet's gonna move on either way.
Fights is beaching in fucking Israel, dude. I don't know what you
Hey Nick, did you know what Peniel vodka was when you were growing up?
no.
It's crazy.
What?
That's
Is that
crazy.
just, is that an us thing?
No, because I asked
No, Penny
Justin.
Alavaca's-
I asked Justin Steele. He's like, I was eating squirrels, dude. I don't know what that is. And he's from Mississippi. That makes more sense. But West Virginia is.
I know the phrase. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I don't know what. I didn't know what it was.
Is it just
Yeah.
pasta with red sauce?
It's vodka.
Wait,
No,
you don't know what it
vodka
is
sauce.
now?
Oh, it's the orangey type
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah.
Are you fucking the pink sauce?
You know what?
Pink
You never
sauce.
had Penny
I just had
Alavaca?
vodka. I just had vodka sauce for the first time, like this year.
This
Yeah.
That shit's
Think-
crap.
I'm sure I've had. I'm
No,
sure
'cause
I've had.
Dana
it,
didn't
but
know what Peniel vodka was either. I was like, you didn't know it in Massachusetts?
I don't.
What
I'm
are you
sure,
doing now? Though? You don't know what it is now?
I don't eat like Italian food that.
But
much.
you would stumble. You would just stumble across Penny
No, that's what I'm sure I have. I just like ate it.
I feel like
and
any catered event has penny
You're
Alavaca.
upsetting
Yeah.
me so much. It's great. Like, that's the most anger I've ever been into right there. Still, you're just saying, oh, the red sauce.
Nick, what was the rating for the first time? On
It was
penny?
good. It was good.
Not your favorite?
I will say I prefer to throw a little prosciutto in there, maybe some
Jesus
onions.
Christ.
I can't
Tommy,
just
you've never
have-
been to Italy. I have.
I have been to Italy. I went
How long?
for like 9 days. I went on a school trip in 11th grade.
Oh, you didn't get to experience the wines of Florence?
I'm not
Nick,
in it.
were
I'm not
you-
in it for the wine. I'm in it for the culture.
Were you very annoyed that you couldn't like get just spaghetti and meatballs?
No, I don't really like spaghetti and meatballs.
I just wanted to try it in Italy.
So in
It's just
Italy,
like, that's
what
an
we do is you
American-
start with your primi piatti, which is just a pasta, and then your secondi piatti is more of the carne or a polo or something. But we don't mix it up. It's not on the
the
side.
polo. The polo.
Bistec,
Pesce.
vitella. Yes.
Yeah.
Tom, you're Italian?
Yeah.
You just pissed him off so much.
You know that. Everybody knows that.
We could joke about the gargantuan women you've slept with and the dumb things you've done, but don't ever say he's not Italian.
Never take that flag away from me.
Number 8 seed versus the 9 seed. The 8 seed. This is maybe I didn't really think of the fighter jet in this way, but maybe it's a little too close. It's anything super patriotic. So like a very patriotic event that makes you go hell yeah, which doesn't necessarily have to be a plane flyover or something like that. It could be other things too. Going up against the number 9 seed. I already like this one. I don't know how much it's going to resonate. A tunnel behind a waterfall. In any sort of video
Ooh.
game, but also I think in general you could also add too.
Yeah.
Tunnel behind a waterfall.
Niagara
Like,
Falls has some great tunnels behind.
There you
Just
go.
waterfalls in general, I think, are fantastic.
Marty.
Every video game you're playing, you're checking behind the waterfall.
Yeah.
I have no idea what both these are.
You don't know what patriotism is?
What's the patriotic one? Is that like a Trump rally?
Fireworks?
Yeah, like 4th of July.
Oh, fireworks overplayed. I enjoy I guess I'll go patriot. I don't know what the second one is.
I'm going to be honest. I submitted the patriotic shit, and I didn't think it would get in because it was so broad.
It is so, but that's why I almost think it was good, but maybe it's too inclusive of that.
I mean, fireworks, a good fire. I know people hate fireworks now. I still think fireworks, I think they've become underrated.
I like seeing them from afar. Yeah, I don't like being too close to them.
Okay, that's fair. Tommy?
I'm going to go with the waterfall. I think waterfalls are sick. Just like something about running water and that mist. Yeah, there was I went to Niagara Falls once as a kid, and there's like a little. You literally stand in a tunnel behind the waterfall.
That's
Made of the mist ride. You get a bunch of mist on you. Anything involving waterfalls, tunnels. Yeah, waterfalls.
Waterfalls?
This is a tough one for me, because there was a time in my life I would say patriotic stuff. I spent one whole Preakness back in 06 just running around the infield starting USA chants. You ever start a USA chant?
My God.
Yeah.
Get 30,000 people. USA going crazy. That was awesome.
And then Obama got elected.
People these days are patriotic in weird ways. It's not as fun as it used to be.
Honestly, so true.
So I'm gonna go waterfalls.
Waterfalls.
Yeah, waterfalls. I will go with.
The most patriotic thing to me is like when we're in the World Cup.
Yeah,
That's the only time where I'm like really excited about
Olympics.
USA.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Olympics is too like there's so many things going on. You know, when it's
No,
World Cup,
patriotism.
because
Everyone's
everyone
zoning
cares
on
about
one
soccer
game.
for the first time in America together.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Nick?
It's a tunnel behind a waterfall, a room behind a waterfall. In a video game, you know, you're playing Koopa Troopa Beach, Mario Kart 64, ramp through it. It's just every single time. It's hell yeah, what a good spot. Going waterfall.
Nintendo specifically loves that. Mook?
Always, yeah.
When I think of the patriotic shit, I think of like when we killed Bin Laden.
Yeah.
And, the Phillies were playing the Mets, and like the whole stadium found out at the same time, and everyone was like freaking the fuck out. And it is too broad, but I also think of like, and I submitted this, like a good pair of tits in a fucking American flag bathing suit, someone jet skiing, just American ass shit makes me say hell yeah. So I'm going with that.
The
Kenny Powers shit.
first blog I ever wrote for Barstool Sports was "We Killed Bin Laden."
Really?
Wow.
Oh, shit.
How'd you get that scoop?
Like John Cena the Rock, and then you.
It wasn't literally the first blog I ever wrote because I'd been an intern. It was the first blog I wrote after Dave was like, he's like, okay, I'm gonna start paying you. If you do good, you'll become an employee. And I'd like just gotten home. I'd taken a bus home from Massachusetts back to New York. I was like sprinting through the streets of New York with my backpack to get home so I could blog it.
That makes sense. Everything downhill after that. You know? Just you started way the best you could start.
Was it John Cena's the one that broke it to the world? Like The Rock did on Twitter,
John
and then John
Cena,
Cena
yeah.
announced it.
Yeah,
to everybody.
His was wild.
It's like, we have compromised to a permanent end Osama bin
That
Laden.
was so awesome.
And the whole crowd's like, "Gah!" It's fucking great. So, Cheah, right now we're 3-2 in favor of the waterfall. Where are you going?
Yeah, I think waterfall. Like the patriotism one's so broad. The waterfall one, that feels like an awesome place to bang. Is right behind a waterfall in a little tunnel or a cave.
Of course.
My favorite Jurassic Park death, the guy that when they were hiding behind the waterfall in the second one, and there was a snake on him and he ran out, and he got eaten and the blood came down the waterfall.
Ooh,
That
yeah.
was so sick.
That's a good one. So the waterfall's going to move on. Now we have our Cheah in game. Very classic one, as in it is all Cheah's options. A little kid making a three-pointer during a timeout at a basketball game to win cash.
That's sick. I went to Pacers versus Bucks game 1 with Roan the other day, and during one of the intermissions, they had like a very little kid. He was probably 7 or 8, and they lined up these not trash cans, but like big circular cans, and he had to make 1, 2, and 3, and it looked like one was like pretty easy, like a couple feet away, but then the third one was maybe like 15 feet away, and he drilled all 3 in a row. The crowd was going nuts. It was awesome.
Yeah, I enjoy that.
I
get on board.
enjoy it, but in a similar thing, you know how they do fan of the game at games?
Yeah.
Like towards the end of the game, they'll put up a couple of fans who
Yeah.
kind of reaction throughout it. There's always a baby in it. There's always some baby with like those headphones on,
Yeah.
and it always wins. And I always feel bad because there's always a fan who's more just there's some fan who's shit faced,
Sweating,
like
dancing.
took their shirt off. That's the guy I
he's dancing
see.
his
Usually,
heart out.
That baby-
bald,
that baby gets
bald
things too
plays.
easy.
Bald, fat, and old.
Yeah.
Those are the
There's-
3 things for fans.
If you're
of the
fat
game.
and can do a little bit anything dancing,
Yeah.
you win
Yeah.
every time.
There's some 70-year-old alcoholic who doesn't buy groceries for that season to pay for his season tickets in the 300s. That's the guy I root for fan of the
Yeah,
game.
and
agree.
he gets beat by a baby.
I saw one in hockey. I think it was like a Detroit Red Wings game, and there was a kid, and every time the camera cut to him, they cheered. The whole stadium went nuts. and then they would cut.
George.
What's that?
It's George. He's famous.
Oh, he's a famous kid. Okay.
Well, now he is because now he goes to the games and he just doesn't react.
Yeah.
He's a thing now.
They like
George
cut to
is a
this
thing.
kid, and he's just sitting there, and like the crowd goes crazy, and they cut to like a Toronto fan, and they all boo, and then they cut back to the kid, and they all cheer like crazy, and then they cut away and they boo, and like it was fun watch. Cheah also has an adult making a half-court shot to win a car during the intermission of a game.
That's very cool. So I had season tickets for the Knicks for 10 years, and I'd go to a lot of games, and sometimes they'd have like the Kia giveaway where, adult makes a shot. Everybody in the place would like either stand up or get very close and be like on the guy's side, like try and make it. And if the guy doesn't come close, everybody boos the shit out of him. If he makes it, it's like a huge event.
There's the guy that
the car thing's awesome.
The guy that LeBron like hugged right during like the you
Yeah.
remember that?
The hook shot.
Oh yeah, LeBron almost tackled that guy.
Yeah.
He did.
Did he?
Yes, it's awesome.
Yeah. Sorry, saying.
Cheah, do you notice the words you're saying after Kenjac describes your entries? You
Yeah.
keep going. It's very cool, and it is.
Oh.
It's not hell yeah.
Okay, well let's see.
It's a big difference.
Big difference.
Huge difference.
I like both. I love very cool and I love saying hell yeah.
Yeah.
But they're all, very rarely do they cross.
I completely agree.
Okay.
Okay, I want to see how this lands then. A dog skateboarding.
Oh, that's a hell yeah.
That's a hell yeah.
That is hell yeah.
Dog surfing too. That's
Any
was
dog
that?
doing
Oh, wait.
extreme sports.
Whose was the dog that was it? Rob Dyrdek's dog?
Deerdeck's dog could definitely skateboard.
It was definitely
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
remember. That was sick.
Some old like an English pit bull or
Yeah,
something.
or bulldog.
Bulldog. Yeah.
I think Deerdeck has the same birthday as Ellie Schnitt.
Fuck, you know that. In a similar vein, any pet water skiing. You put very specifically though, chipmunks water skiing.
Yeah, that's
That's phony. That's phony.
It's
They're not
phony, but
real
that's
water
the only
skis.
answer.
And it doesn't want to be doing it.
Yeah, I would say that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
A paintball face shot.
Oh, no.
No.
I like it.
Oh,
I like the splatter.
yeah. Because then they got it on their face the whole time. Well, that's what you're aiming for.
A hole-in-one in golf.
It's awesome. Yeah.
I think it's cool. I don't know if I would say hell yeah to it.
Really only
You
cool
would
for that
definitely
person.
say hell yeah.
But it's only for that person.
No, if
Yeah.
you're in the group, the whole group explodes.
I think the whole group is actually they explode. You're right, but I think the whole group's jealous.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hole in one is dumb luck.
Yes.
And then lastly, finding a really large napkin at a sporting event.
That I'll say is a hell yeah. Because Steve, I refreshed Twitter like I was probably one of the first 3 people to see that tweet, Cheah, and I went, "That's a big napkin."
I usually I should have supported you publicly because I was like, that is big.
I think I did. I did a cowardly favor, but I didn't know it was going to be a big thing yet. I think I just saw it. Was like, whoa, that's a big napkin favorite.
We're hunting for a larger one. And, it has
Good
to be in an
fucking
arena
luck.
or stadium. Yeah. It's
Yeah, because
hanging
then
up on the wall.
you're gonna get
yeah.
into paper towel territory.
Yeah.
It's true. It's a dangerous game. So the chain options: a little kid making a 3-pointer, an adult making a half-court shot, dog skateboarding, pet water skiing, paintball face shot, hole-in-one, or a really large napkin. Cheah, which one do you want?
I'm not trying to sell out my napkin people because there's been some pretty good responses with the napkin. But
Got a community behind you now.
yeah.
You got to vote for the napkin, Cheah.
No, I mean, anytime you see a dog skateboarding, like if you're just scrolling Instagram, you get a bunch of like random suggested videos. You always are like, oh, that's pretty cool. Hell
You getting
yeah.
a bunch of dogs on your suggested is sinister, to say the least.
Why? I like dogs.
Mook got it.
Oh,
It's funny.
fair. But yeah, the dog on a skateboard every time. That's like you're gonna watch the 10 seconds of it. And you're gonna have a nice smile.
So one for the dog skateboarding, Mook.
Dog skateboarding, easy.
We're all thinking of the pit or like the bulldog, right?
Yeah.
The bulldog,
It's
yeah.
got like glasses on too.
Yeah.
It has to be that because if it's like a
Or a
golden
corgi.
retriever, I'm like,
Yeah.
get off that thing.
Nick.
Dog skateboarding, but they're never like sick at it. They just do it.
They just roll.
Yeah. They can't do tricks.
No.
Fights.
Dog skateboarding.
Dog skateboarding.
I would have went with the napkin, but the napkin leader fucking abandoned us. Left us for dead.
I was
so
going napkin too.
I'll go with the dog skateboarding.
I'm going napkin. I enjoyed the napkin.
So the dog skateboarding is going up against the number 1 seed. It's just a phrase, and it did make me think like, oh hell yeah, it's beers in the cooler or outside. Help yourself.
Ooh.
Just I read it and I was like, hell yeah, that's awesome. So we'll start with you, Marty. That's going up against the dog skateboarding.
That is pretty nice. And like I don't drink beer, so I feel like a pussy when I'm like, and I'll grab one too if he says it, because like you don't want to be that guy who's like not gonna take the beer. But you got, because that just means summer, and summer's hell yeah. So I'm going with that.
I don't know if that would make me say hell yeah, that's awesome. It would don't, like if you're going to an event or so, you'd be like, yeah, okay. I figured there'd be alcohol here in a cooler, keeping it cold. Like, so I don't know if I'd be like, hell yeah, that's awesome. I'd be like, okay, thank you for that information on where the alcohol is.
I think I was thinking about the event being hell yeah instead of the cooler.
But that's not what's on here.
It's true. I think
if you said to someone, "Oh, beer's in the cooler outside," and he said, "Hell yeah, that's awesome," I think he'd be like, "What the fuck?"
This guy's never had beer before. Yeah.
It's like, all right, relax, dude.
Yeah, just
Oh, beers? Hell yeah.
So yeah,
Man,
okay.
we're at a cookout.
I'm switching my answer. I'm going dog.
Yeah, I'm going dog. That's gonna get more of like a hell yeah. That's odd. Like, okay, thanks. Like, do you have high noons or something? Like, do you have any non-beer somewhere? But so yeah, I'm gonna go with the dog on the skateboard.
Great point.
2 for the skateboarding dog. Fights.
I'm going to go with the beers, but I'm going to throw a caveat in this. It's not beers in the cooler outside. It's just beers are on the porch. And then when you're out there, they're just out there. Like when it's in the winter and they're not in a cooler. They're just sitting on the porch because it's cold enough outside, or they're stuck in the snow. And you're just like, fucking hell yeah, dude. That's drinking right there.
That's great.
I think it's more hell yeah when it's not the summer, when it's winter, and it's just the elements are keeping the beers cold.
So you'd rather them just be scattered around the outside instead of
Yeah,
one
dude, you never been like a party like
I mean,
that?
that's
outside.
cooler. I like that better than.
He's not thinking like an Easter egg hunt. He's thinking like it's like a 30 pack. It's like a 30 rack, like just sitting out inside. Right?
Yeah. Yes. Correct.
Nick.
So the way you phrased it's a quote. Beers are outside in the cooler. Grab one. If I have to be told to grab a beer at an event, that means like I'm a newcomer there. This is like you're at your girlfriend's brother's friend's house. You're standing there nervously. Everybody else is drinking. They almost feel like they have to tell you to go get a beer because you're uncomfortable looking.
I will say it said help
Good point.
yourself.
Great
was the quote.
point.
Help yourself was specifically the quote.
I don't want to have to be told. I want it to be assumed that I can have a beer. So I'm going skateboarding dog.
Skateboarding dog. Mook.
When I think of the beer one, I think back to like graduation season in high school, where it's like you go to the cool friend's house and his dad's like, there's cold beers outside, like have a good time, and you're literally like, hell yeah, this is gonna be awesome. But I'm guessing now that we're grown up, it's less applicable. So I'm gonna go with the dog. I mean, the dog. Every time you see a dog skateboarding, it's like fuck, hell yeah.
I wish they were better.
Yeah.
At skateboarding.
Yeah.
If they were too good though, it wouldn't be as special. It'd be like, oh yeah, dogs can just
That was
skateboard.
right.
No, it would be a hell yeah. Right now, it's almost borderline cute.
Ooh.
Fair.
Well, that's why it's 16 seed. Che.
I also want to preface, I've never said hell yeah.
Yeah, no.
In
I
my
said that to you
entire
too.
life.
I said that to you.
I swear to God, I don't think I've ever said hell yeah to anything.
I think I say it daily.
Oh,
I say it too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Not a
never
Stone
do.
Cold Steve Austin
So
fan.
it's tough for me here.
Exactly. Stone Cold. That was the gift I used for it. The dog skateboarding's move on, but yeah, Che, you're going with that as well, or?
Yep. Yeah, dog skateboarding.
Dog skateboarding's to move on. Before we get to the other half of the bracket, let's talk about body armor. You can see it right in front of us right now. Body Armor Zero Sugar. This episode is brought to you by Body Armor Zero Sugar. The brand new sugar sports drink from our friends at Body Armor provides real hydration with no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes. Whether you're looking to stay hydrated or recovering from a long weekend, Body Armor Zero Sugar has got you covered with great tasting flavors like fruit punch, lemon, lime. Say it every time I do an ad with Body Armor. I did not know I liked lemon lime until I tried this specific flavor. I don't know if they cracked the code. Makes no fucking sense. Body Armor Zero Sugar is available in stores nationwide. Head on over to Walmart, get yours today. You can see more Body Armor over here. You can see more over in the Chicago office right now. They're everywhere. We love Body Armor over here, so make sure to go check it out. Thanks to Body Armor. Other half of the bracket, number 6 versus the 11 seed. The number 6 seed is finding money somewhere. In your pocket or in laundered pants, on the ground. You find money that you didn't know you had. Does elicit a hell yeah, I think, most of the time. And that's versus the number 11 seed. A very sick one-handed catch in football, which I think usually does elicit the same response. Disagreement, but let's start with you, Che.
One-handed catch. I mean, finding money, that is a cool feeling, but my initial thought is like, oh wait, did somebody drop this? So I'm gonna go one-handed catch. One-handed catch is always an awesome moment.
Fair.
You found it in your pocket. Did someone drop this?
I think we're getting now to a distinction between saying that's sick to something versus oh hell yes. Like, you know what I mean? So I
That
think
sick and awesome, I think, are synonymous.
but when I see someone make a one-handed catch, I'm like, that was sick, dude. I'm not like, I guess you.
I think a hell yeah doesn't have to be impressive.
Oh, I don't
Yes.
think hell yeah is ever impressive.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like
Yeah,
I think it's more just like someone catches you surprise, like hell yeah.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like if it's like really impressive to me, it's like, oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and based off that surprise, no, I'm gonna go with the money because if I ever find money, I'm like, oh hell yeah, it's gonna be a good.
It
day.
almost seems like hell yeah and that's awesome are two different phrases that we're combining into one, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they're necessarily always the same. I do agree. The surprise element, I think, is usually big, because it's like you're getting a little something you didn't totally expect.
And some things that you don't understand how it works,
Yeah.
is also like hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I would say that's awesome to the Grand Canyon, but never hell yeah.
I think I'd agree with
True.
that. So right now we're 1-1. Nick,
I'm going with finding money. One-handed catches are sick and impressive, but those come from talented people. Finding money is just a thing that happens, and hell yeah.
Fights,
Completely agree with Nick. Hell yeah. Nope. Find money.
finding money, finding money.
I'm torn, but I think I am. To me, the catch is more that's awesome, and the money is more hell yeah. So I don't know which I'm weighting heavier. But yeah, if you saw like $100 bill on the street and you were confident, like nobody had just dropped it, I'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
What about just finding it in an old jacket of yours?
It's a little
more
different
hell yeah.
because it's like that was your money.
Oh,
you
no.
forgot
It
about
wasn't
That
my
makes
money.
it
Yeah,
free
it's
money.
not my.
Yeah,
it wasn't my
correct.
money at that point.
I'd rather find it in my jacket than find it on the street.
I'd be
The
more
second
nervous
money
on the
becomes
street.
cash, it's
Yeah,
already
it's
gone.
monopoly money. Yeah,
It's spent.
Yeah.
It's already been gone. It's already given you.
I'm going with the finding money.
Finding money.
Especially if it's like over $1, you're like, whoa, yeah, I could do something.
My
with this.
dad and his best friend for like 60 years have had a money finding competition. Like each year, it starts from the beginning of the year to the end of the year of who can find the most money just on the ground. So he'll pick up like dimes.
It's
and-
amazing you're not. Never mind.
I was thinking it.
No, it's not.
What
Sure you're
usually
Italian, dude.
Everything he says.
what amount usually wins for the year?
I can ask. I think it depends on the year. Like if someone finds 100, it's like better luck next year.
Yeah.
But I'll ask.
That text gotta be electric. You find it $100.
What amount of money? Yeah.
It's better than like what was Coley and Tyler's or Coley and your one, the
my-
bird one, Dead
yeah,
Birds.
Dead bird one.
Yeah, that one's no fun.
That one is really fun because you get to talk about how the bird died.
Oh.
It's awesome.
Number 3 seed versus the 14 seed. The 3 seed is when a shitty action movie that you like is on TBS, TNT, one of those networks that you watch. So the one movie that you like, that even if it's shitty or not, just like, yeah, that one. Going up against number 14 seed, wordy one, but a fresh baked pie with the aroma lines coming off of it, sitting unguarded on a windowsill. Parentheses, devilish, hell yeah.
Hell
End parentheses.
I'm about to steal that. I'm about to float off my feet and steal that thing.
So we'll start with the shitty action movie versus the fresh baked pie. Marty.
I'm gonna go with the action movie. I'm not sure about the second one. Never seen a pie really like that.
I've never seen a cartoon.
Oh, I'm saying real life. I've never.
Yeah.
like-
No, Marty, whenever you like the aroma lines come and your nostrils get real big, then you just like float head first towards the sill.
You float over to the pie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the action movie. I like it just because I don't have to waste my time of like what I want to watch. It's like, oh, I'm good for 2 hours.
Tommy?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that too. I mean, anything that you see on a TV got like when you're scrolling through, like, oh hell yeah, like I want to watch that right now. Yeah, the Change Up by Jason Bateman is on. Holy fucking shit, hell yeah, get me to TBS.
That's my boy.
Yeah, that's
TBS,
that.
yeah.
Or Bad Boys is always the one for myself.
Can I tell you that I have been on such a Sandman kick, and I like there's just that window of Adam Sandler dumb movies that I never saw,
Yeah.
never watched, and I've been they're unbelievable.
Did you watch That's My Boy?
I know that's my boy. I have seen and did love.
Yeah. it's
That's a weird one. It ends with incest.
yeah. That,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was
That
Milo
one caught me off
Ventimiglia or
guard.
whatever his fucking
dude,
sister.
Rex
yeah.
Ryan's in it. It's awesome.
Yeah, that is crazy.
But I watched like Murder Mystery last night.
Murder Mystery's
Oh,
pretty cool.
great,
Fantastic.
and Murder Mystery too.
I'm excited to watch
Murder
that
Mystery's
tonight.
great.
I watched The Do-Over the other weekend. Unbelievable. Like it is. I hadn't seen Click. I think I saw Click in theaters.
It's sad.
It's
Click is sad,
great.
yeah.
They're great.
But my answer for this is the action movie for sure.
Yeah, I shouldn't even ask you. I
Yeah,
didn't know that was gonna be your answer.
No brainer.
Nick.
My favorite movie of all time is Shoot 'Em Up with Clive Owen.
Oh, the carrots.
Yeah,
That's
where
right.
he eats carrots to see better. He kills people with carrots. He slides on oil a bunch of times for like way too long. Yeah, it's that one.
Paul Giamatti's like the bad guy, right? I think
Yeah.
he's like fucking Monica Bellucci.
Monica Bellucci. He fucks her while killing people.
That's right. Mook.
It's the action movie, and it hits the hardest when you just get to a hotel room.
Yes.
And you're like, I
Yep.
have like an hour, 2 hours to unwind. You turn it on TBS, and it's just like something perfect that you can tune in, tune out of.
May I disagree with you? I think it hits when it's already about 22 minutes in and it's in your home and you just stand and watch it. It's already in.
I
and
do
you
agree with the
stand
22 minutes in. Like, I don't like
Yeah.
when it's starting
set up.
right away.
No.
It's like, I gotta wait. I know how it starts. But like, when I forget a little bit in the middle, it's great.
I can't afford cable, so it's
Oh shit!
hotels.
It's just hotels.
Che.
Yeah, the TBS TNT movie. The movie that does this for me is Selena. Starring
with
Jennifer
J-Lo?
Lopez. I've probably seen it like 20 times.
What is it?
This is Tommy's skipping rocks.
Yeah.
No, I realize how it comes off, but yeah, that used to always be on, and I would generally watch it if it was even like halfway through. It's an auto-tune.
That's a-
Okay,
Wow.
so yours is Selena. Mook, what's your favorite action movie to stumble upon?
Shooter, maybe?
That's what. Yeah, that a boy, Mook. That's
That hits
the
every-
answer. There's a right
every
answer,
time.
and that's it.
Wahlberg movies are like,
Yeah.
like even like Four
Yeah.
Brothers is always.
Oh, yeah.
Four Brothers is a great
Shit out of
movie.
Four
Oh, yeah.
Brothers.
Oh.
I love that movie.
Oh my God, what a good pick.
I prefer Daddy's Home.
That's all. I was gonna wait to tell everyone the answer is Shooter.
It's
First
Shooter.
fucking
But Shooter's-
person. That a boy movie.
I forget some things that happen. Even though how many
I don't
times
think I have
watch
not
it,
seen
I for-
Shooter.
Oh, you'll
Tommy.
enjoy it.
Cool.
You'd enjoy
Unbelievable.
it.
Great series too. Ryan Felipe.
Yeah.
The ending scene is crazy.
Which
And like, isn't that the wait?
when
am I
he's in
thinking-
the like,
snow?
In the snow, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
is wild.
yeah.
Such a beautiful
Glover.
scene.
Update from my dad. Between $8 to $10 if there isn't an unusual find like the year Uncle Jimmy found a $100 bill. I went on the last day last year finding a $10 bill. That is a rare find. Walk off money finding.
Walk off $10 bill is
Yeah.
oh my god. I can't even compare that to sports. It's just like,
That would be the ultimate hell yeah. That's awesome.
That is a rush.
Holy shit. Number 7 seed versus the 10. Sorry, what was that?
That almost made me say hell yeah when you
Yes,
told me to walk off $10 bill.
Number 7 seed, a nice rack is very specific. There was multiple options given. I won't say who said them. A girl takes off her shirt off and has pierced nipples. A girl takes off her shirt and has bigger tits than you expected.
Where are you hiding those, honey?
But if you audibly say hell yeah,
Yeah.
she's putting
It's an
her shirt
it's an
right back
internal
on.
hell yeah. That's awesome.
Okay, so number 7 seed is a nice rack, and that's going against number 10 seed. Someone doing a really cool skateboard trick or any extreme sports trick. So we'll just say extreme sports trick
A
versus
human.
Yeah, human, not a dog. Doing an extreme sports trick versus nice rack. We ended on Cheah, right? So Cheah.
So we're talking tits versus skateboarding. I'm gonna go with the boob.
Hey, give me some.
Mook.
Yeah, it's the tits for sure. Anytime Sweeney drops a new pic on Instagram, the boys send it in the group chat, and it's an automatic hell yes.
You see the one where she was upside down in that truck yesterday?
Yep, I saw that.
Nick.
I might get my straight card pulled for this.
It's been pulled.
you're telling the
don't-
truth, Nick. You're telling the truth.
I don't think tits are hell yeah.
You're telling the truth.
Tits are sick. Tits rule. Tits rule. Tits are hell yeah.
But nothing like a shirtless guy on a surfboard.
Doing a
Oh,
triple
dude,
ollie.
Kelly Slater ripping up a tube. I don't know. Like, was it Danny Way who jumped the Great Wall of China? The skateboarder.
Not sure.
That's a hell yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree. Fights?
Because it was such a big event and it was done in an instant. He just went down the ramp and did it. And they're like, all right, that's it. Hell yeah.
I am going to agree with Nick largely. No, I'm not going to agree with Nick. Because here's the deal. What sold me on it being the boobs isn't the boobs. It was the piercing. 'Cause
Okay.
I've only taken one lover with a piercing, and when she took off her bra, I went, oh, hell yeah, dude! Like it is very much like you said, Nick. Or it's the surprise. It like when the bra pops up and you see nipple pierce, you're like, oh, hell yeah!
My first thought is like it would be trouble for her to nurse our child.
Yeah, it's the surprise factor. It's the pierced nipple. Hell yeah!
So 3 for the rack.
Yeah, Feits just put it perfectly. I mean, it's like typically, it's not like I'm gonna do it. Like it doesn't change anything. I'm still gonna have very average missionary sex with her. But just the idea that she has these pierced nipples that I didn't know were there, it's like a hell yeah. Or also, I was just thinking like even like seeing like maybe on Bourbon Street or somewhere, just like seeing a girl a girl that's not even for
That
you.
NASCAR video, dude.
Yeah,
Just like seeing a
NASCAR
hot girl in the wild with her tits out. It's like hell yeah. So yeah, tits.
Marty?
Through.
You guys are all lying.
That's
No,
you're lying. if you
No,
don't
I'm
choose
really
tits.
not. It's more like people used to dress up as skateboarders because they was like, hell yeah, they're cool. Like people wear DC all the time. If you can even do skateboarding, like you guys are lying, and it's.
I think
okay.
you're lying.
I'm really not.
No, you're
Nick didn't lie. Nick knows.
You guys know you love tits, and you don't want to come off as
No,
a
I don't think
just-
it's a matter of
But the
liking
thing
or not liking tits.
with the again, I think Nick kind of poisoned my brain with this kind of voicing the idea that it's about the surprise. Is I'm not surprised when they can do it because they can do it. Like I don't have that like hell yeah. Like, there's not that moment of this might not like when someone's taking their shirt off. Your brain's going, this is going to be a set of tits. I see tits all the time. And then you see that piercing and you go, hell yeah, dude. That's something new right there.
The racks move on 4-2. Now we have the 2 seed versus the 15 seed second chain game. So the second chain game, there's a lot of good options here too. We'll do first. Whenever the bad guy dies and the movie ends, but the final scene is them opening their eye.
Oh yeah, that's good.
2 elite warriors from vastly different eras or regions duking it out on a battlefield. But basically, just world's deadliest warrior. I like that.
Yeah.
Really cool guitar solos, or we get to say, I think, musical solos too. When your boy's girlfriend is awesome. Very specific. I didn't know. Mook, that was yours. What is that? What do you?
Yeah, when your boy like brings around the girl that you haven't met, and she's like the man.
Oh, she's like,
hell
cool.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Seeing that a bunch of dudes have dug a big hole. I like that one. The ones of the guys on the beach where they dig a really deep hole. It does
Yeah,
give
but then
them
lifeguard. And then the fuzz comes to shut him down.
perfect lawn stripes. It's been becoming on set for me where now as I get older, the more often I see it, the more of a response
good
I get.
lawn?
Yeah.
When somebody's cutting it diagonally.
Yeah. And then lastly, the moment when you start making out with a girl and realize that it's going to turn into sex, parentheses, better than sex itself, end parentheses.
Who was that?
Who?
Me. I stand by that. It's better. It's the moment you realize you're going to have sex is better than the sex itself.
You can tell from the French.
Tommy, this might be one of your better things.
Yeah.
Yo, you get like that aggressive part. You're like, well, that was more aggressive than the other ones. This is going to go somewhere else.
Yeah, it's better than the sex itself. That moment,
You might not be so
I'm
wrong
not
on it.
So run through the options again.
And that's with a stranger or with your significant other. Like, it doesn't matter. There's
I only fuck strangers.
It's like, whoa, they got a different idea. Fucking the surprise. It's the surprise.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But like, Tommy, are you ever kissing to kiss?
No, well, no. It's you hope it's leading somewhere else. That's why when it
That's
happens,
a
you're like,
confirmation.
yeah.
I guess, yeah. Okay, so just run through the options again, and then Marty, you'll be voting first. Whenever the bad guy dies and their eyes open at the end, 2 elite warriors battling it out. We'll skip some of these.
They're duking it out, but yeah.
Duking it out, sorry. When your boy's girlfriend is awesome, seeing a bunch of dudes that have dug a big hole, perfect lawn stripes in that moment when you're making out.
I can't believe electricity didn't make it.
That you submitted your. Sorry, yeah, I got to yours a little bit late. Because
fine.
Marty did submit electricity. If any of you want to,
It is
make that
awesome.
your-
Automatic shades, should have made it.
Clap lights.
Hell yeah. I'm going lawn. I've always been intrigued with lines on the lawn.
One for the lawn, Tommy.
I mean, I hate to get so horned up at 3:53 p.m. on a Tuesday, but yeah, I mean, I feel like me and Feits just shared a moment, and I'm gonna stick with the makeout.
One for the makeout.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with my moment too. You get that kiss with like an exhale in it. You're like, whoa, she's getting a little more aggressive. Yeah.
Nick.
That's cool, but what about a night of a round table flailing a mace at a Bushido samurai? That is so sick. Those guys should never be meeting and fighting.
It's
Hell yeah.
World's Deadliest Warrior. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most Spike TV shows could elicit this too.
Yeah, Spike TV is a hell yeah. But yeah, two elite warriors duking it out.
In a battlefield. Mook.
I think I'm between the makeout and the elite warriors.
I don't.
A sentence that's been said many times before.
I was between the makeout and Mook's. I like that one a lot. When your boy brings around a girl for the first time, you're like, oh, dude, she's sick. Hell yeah.
She's the man.
Yeah.
It's just,
I gotta try and fuck her.
I like that the highest compliment you could give to a woman is calling her a man.
yeah. She's one of the guys.
Yeah, she's achieved the title of man.
Fuck it. Fights gave me confidence. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm not gonna win, but
So one for the girl being awesome. Cheah.
I guess I'm gonna go with Marty and go with the lawn. I can't do it.
Love that.
Yeah, I mean, I
Thank
suck
you.
at mowing the lawns. Like, I mow the lawn, but like not like great. It's okay. Like, I don't do edges or anything like that. It doesn't look.
You have a
like
push mower?
Yeah. I assume that makes a difference.
I don't know. No,
The pros use the John Deeres, right?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah, I can't do it, but when you see it, it's like, oh damn.
You gotta go half, Jay.
Especially if you see like the baseball stadiums and it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Oh,
checkered and
it's
shit, like, that
beautiful.
looks awesome.
Okay, so we're tied. 2 votes for the perfect lawn stripes and 2 for the perfect the moment in the makeout. To tiebreak, the lawn elicits a regular response. Your guys' connection there makes me want to vote for that. So I'll vote for that.
Oh yeah.
So we'll say the makeout moment. That's going up against the number 2 seed. An old dude in a really cool muscle car. A really cool ass muscle car, revving that shit up.
Sometimes it's sad. Sometimes it's sad.
Yeah, but that's
I
what
think
makes you
we'll-
say hell yeah.
A divorced dad.
So Cheah, the old dude in the really cool muscle car, versus that moment in the makeout.
Muscle car versus when the kiss turns into a little bit more. Come on, dude.
I'll go with the car just because that guy, no matter how sad his life was before, he's living it right now. So he's doing it. So you're happy for that dude.
Yep. Mook.
Yeah, this is just clicking for me now. I'm going with the car. I like to fuck. I don't know what you're talking about. This fucking
Well,
makeout.
that's what it's coming. The fuck is coming.
I want to fuck. I don't want to make
It's
out.
when you know the fuck is.
When was the last time you had sex without a makeout?
Never.
I'd say never.
Probably never. Yeah.
Who amongst us?
That
That's not my favorite part of the whole thing, though.
you just don't get it.
Yeah,
These
you
guys
don't-
just forget it.
you
You either
don't-
get it or you don't.
Yeah, IYK.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So 2 for the muscle car. Nick.
Yeah, gay. I'm going kiss.
Oh, fucking posturing. So one for the fucking kiss. Fights.
Now, this is a real tough one for me because there is that moment, and I also do very much enjoy that moment with the kiss. My dad has a muscle car, and when you fucking drive it, dude, it is. My dad's got a '67 Mustang, and when you drive that
hell
fucking
yeah.
car down the street, people are like, hell yeah. And when you see people being like, hell yeah to you, you're like, fucking hell yeah, dude. There's something different. I'm going with the muscle car.
2 for the
I'm
Mook.
sticking with the makeout.
Oh, we're 3-2 in favor of the makeout.
Muscle car. It's
No,
more
I think
because
muscle cars winning.
Yeah, sorry.
muscle
my bad.
car is more just because like you know that guy's going through something in his life, and it's like, you know what? Hell yeah, good for you, buddy, to get this one drive. Then you're gonna be sad 2 seconds after.
Well, I submitted like I'll say it ironically, like whenever there's not an old guy, but just a guy like driving really fast down a road he shouldn't. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go,
hell
hell
yeah,
yeah, that's
buddy."
awesome, buddy. Like you're fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
Like you're driving fast, like
Yeah.
with your loud
No, this
engine.
is
Yeah.
no revving. This
Right,
is
this is just a guy enjoying
a
his life.
smooth
Yeah.
drive.
Going down
dude.
Main Street.
Particularly Thames Street in Newport. Yeah, dude. People fucking People will holler at you. It's unbelievable. I feel like a different person in that car.
The muscle car is going to move on. Before we get to our playoffs, let's hear from Ibata. Spring break is around the corner, which means that you're going to go shopping, but don't shop for your big trip and get nothing in return. Make sure you're getting cash back every time you shop with Ibata. It's the free app that gives you the most cash back every time you shop on hundreds of items from groceries to beauty supplies to toys, so you can make sure you're beating inflation no matter what you're purchasing. The average user earns $256 a year. That could cover the cost of an entire shopping trip. So you can buy that flight you've been eyeing, you can that game you've been dying to go through Game Time, and or the fancy dinner that you've been craving. Other apps give you the points that don't amount to much. With Ibata, you can just add your offers in the app and upload your receipt, and you get real cash that you can cash out into your bank account, PayPal, or gift cards. Join the over 50 million users that earn cash back every time you shop from over 2,700 brands and retailers, including Lowe's, Macy's, Sephora, Best Buy, and more. Right now, Ibata is offering our listeners $5 for just trying the app with code BRACKET when you register. Just go to the App Store or Google Play Store and download the free Ibata app to start earning cash and cash back, and use code BRACKET. That's IBOTTA in the Google Play or App Store, and use code BRACKET. All right, thanks to Ibata. All right, first matchup of the playoffs. Throwing the rock into the big ice or the pond or the body of water of some sort versus the fighter jets. We said the flyovers, but I think we could just call it fighter jets. So fighter jets versus the big-ass rock. Marty.
This is brutal. This one's brutal because that fighter jet really gets you like ready for a playoff game. But I love that rock, especially. I'm going with the rock. Rock through the ice. I really enjoy. It's more like, it makes me chuckle more than like. It's more the jet's more hell yeah, if we're being honest.
So wait, are you looking for a chuckle or are you looking for a hell yeah?
My chuckle hell yeah is
It's
better
not like
than the
what
hell
you like
yeah.
more. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's easy to confuse here. What elicits a hell
Fucking
yeah?
jet. I said it. The jet.
Yeah. So one for the jet.
Yeah, it's the jet. It's cool. The rock is cool, but like you see a fighter, you're like hell yeah, let's fucking go. It's game time. God bless America.
Two for the jet. Nick.
I love The Rock, and it's. I'm going fighter jet. It's the way it shakes you when you know it's coming. It gets me giddy.
Two for the three for the fighter jet right now. Fights. Do you want to fighter jet versus the rock?
Wow, really? This is surprising.
I
I'm
went-
going with the rock.
I like the rock more.
It's
Is there a
Marty was
moment
about
when
to
you
vote
don't-
for the rock, and then he said, "I mean, the fighter jet is more of a hell yeah."
So I had to go with the
No,
jet.
I completely disagree. I think the rock is far more the hell yeah. So yeah, I'm going to stick with the rock. I've never done with the
Fighter
ice
jet's
thing.
the muscle car of the sky.
Yeah, but what swayed me about the muscle car is my experience in driving it. I've never flown the fighter jet.
although if you did, you'd be like hell.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
That'd be sick.
awesome.
Yeah.
If you're like in the back seat in one of those
I don't think I'd be
things,
saying hell yeah. I think I'd be fucking screaming. my head off.
Mook.
I'm going fighter jet. Easy.
Easy. Fighter jet's gonna win, but Cheah.
Fighter jet. It's just like it's such a short moment, but elicits such a memorable response and like such a just like primal response. Like, fuck yes. So yeah, the fighter jet.
Dudes are about to hit each other. The parlay's kicking off. It's like the best kickoff.
The very first one, like opening day of like the first NFL game of the season 2 specifically. Whew. All right, next matchup is the dog skateboarding versus the tunnel behind the waterfall or cave behind the waterfall, whatever you want to say. Cheah.
Dog skating.
Dog skateboarding. Mook.
Fuck that cave. Give me the dog.
2 for the dog. Nick.
The dog isn't that impressive. It's the tunnel behind the waterfall. When you discover it, you think you're a super genius.
You open the treasure chest that's hidden there.
Yep.
Oh, it's great. Fights.
I'm with Nick on. I'm not super impressed by it. In fact, part of what makes me say the hell yeah about the dog is how the dog's dressed. Like I'm more likely to say hell yeah if that dog's got sunglasses on than if he's skateboarding.
Yeah,
However,
maybe a
I don't-
Hawaiian shirt.
A Hawaiian shirt, yeah.
Oftentimes, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's the reason why we like Ted, the movie. It's just because you see a teddy bear smoke. It's like, oh.
Bro, I watched Ted 2 the other day. Unbelievable.
So funny.
Underrated. Underrated.
But I don't have a ton of experience with these waterfalls you guys are talking about. You guys seem to be talking more about the video games, and I don't really
yeah.
know that. So I'm gonna stick with the dog.
3 for the dog, Tommy.
I'm going with I'm not even speaking from the video game experience. I just like I think waterfalls are fucking awesome.
Yeah, but while I have very little experience with the video games, I have even less real life.
You've never seen a
experience.
waterfall?
Sure.
I would even say like when you walk into like a corporate building and in the lobby they have like the mini like fake artificial
What about the
waterfalls.
one in LaGuardia?
Nah.
What terminal?
People love that.
I don't like
Oh
that.
yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like,
I'm
you
like
not-
that. Yeah,
when I
that's
saw that
great.
for the first time, I was like, oh hell yeah.
Or what's the
Kenjac,
thing?
do you have a waterfall in your lobby?
I do have waterfall in my lobby. Yeah.
What's the thing in Vegas? They have the
Hell
water
yeah.
show. Is that something like it is too?
That's the water show. I'm not
The
so
Singapore airport. I think
That's awesome. Like
Yeah.
that
They
was
have
my
one
natural reaction. Was that's awesome.
the
That's-
Singapore airport has a fucking sick one.
Yeah, that's very.
They have like a full ass, just like a forest and a giant waterfall circular coming right down the middle. It's sick. But yeah, so you're gonna stick with the waterfall, Marty?
I'm going with the dog. The dog's the waterfall. I get more nervous about a waterfall. Like I feel like more. What's those
he gonna
movies
shoot
where like
you?
around? No, like those people that like get caught up in the current and all of a sudden they ended up in a waterfall.
Every
I feel like
time.
a couple of movies.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking from a safe distance,
a paddle.
enjoying that water.
Without a
Without a
paddle.
paddle,
Yes.
the first thing I thought
That's
of,
exactly
too.
what I was thinking.
Yeah,
of.
okay.
Yeah.
It's like more like rapids, I think. But they probably go over waterfall at one point. A guy jumping into a waterfall to escape something like Predator
Oh yeah.
always looks cool. So right now the dog's gonna win. So the dog, skateboarding dog versus the fighter jet,
Wow,
Marty.
that's a fucking heavyweight fight.
to go into the finals. By the way,
This one hurts. It hurts. Because I want to say the dog again. The dog really just gets me, and that gives me the chuckle hell yeah. What hell yeah you want? You want a manly hell yeah, or you want a chuckle hell yeah?
I don't know.
I think you want to chuckle, hell yeah.
And we're going dog then.
one for the dog.
Hell yeah. Dude.
We're debating a dog just riding on a skateboard that somebody else pushed for him versus a fucking
I don't know that.
a metal thing in the sky.
I have no idea this dog got pushed.
doing flips. That
Rob Dyrdek's dog did do it without.
He did go on it.
I've
yeah.
seen the dogs like
He
they
did
when they
jump on it.
move themselves
Yeah,
and get
yeah.
onto it. Yeah.
I'm going with the fighter jets.
You like that what we just said though.
I did like that.
So we're 1-1 right now.
You're like
Flex.
they do it themselves.
Yeah, well, that's brand new information.
Yeah, this is kind of a surprise because I would not have had this making it to the finals for me. I wouldn't have thought I'd vote for it every time, and I did. It's the dog.
2 for the dog, 1 for the fighter jet. Nick,
Neither of these can win. Fighter jet.
2 for the fighter jet. We're tied up. Mook.
You see something American, you see something patriotic, you say, hell yeah, give me the fighter jet.
3 for the fighter jet. Cheah.
Yeah, it's got to be the fighter jet
Oh.
flyover. It's just so tactical. It's awesome.
It is so tactical.
Yeah.
Tactical, dude.
Tactical's not hell yeah.
Tactical's kind of hell yeah sometimes.
Because like
That is hell
Only
yeah,
when Mike
that's so
Banning.
tactical.
in a lot of like Super Bowl like NFL films videos, they'll show the flyover and they're just like coordinating it and they're hitting the right note, and then everybody, no Sean Moreno, whoever's like crying, like awesome moment, and then when the singer's hitting that note, the
Dude, you know what? I might get it. Okay, again, Nick, you really nailed it with the surprise. My best.
Pretty sure I fucking said that.
Did you?
Marty, you did.
I did it. Nick hasn't said a word every time you bring this up.
All right.
Thank you, John. Sorry about Marty interrupting. Continue.
I apologize. I thought
Great point, Nick. Really good point.
that is my fault. Marty.
I had no idea what you were talking about the entire time you were spreading.
The first time I let it go. Second time
I was gonna say this is
all
like
right.
my 4th time. Dude.
Yeah, I know.
I keep saying it.
Time.
Marty, you did a great job bringing up that
Thank
point
you,
about a surprise.
John.
The best flyover I've ever seen. Bruins Canadians Winter Classic at Gillette Stadium. They did a B-52 bomber.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
That was awesome. So I was expecting a fighter jet. What came? Fucking cunt hair from the roof of the stadium. A B-52 bomber, bro. Unbelievable. That was hell yeah.
If you a surprise flyover of a fighter jet usually means you're going to fucking die.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. The fighter jet's going to move into the finals before we get to the other half of the bracket.
The dog lost?
The dog lost. 4-2.
The plane show really fucked me up at Little Jones Beach because I hate that damn thing.
It doesn't necessarily have to be that. It's
I
like
know,
all
I know.
fighter jets.
I mean, I'd even had the guy parachuting into a stadium.
That's always yep.
Oh,
That's cool.
that's a good one.
When they
Yeah,
have
I like
they showed the
that one.
GoPro view too.
Yeah.
Coming down.
He has an
Pretty
eagle land on him or
He's
something.
wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Last out of the day, Manscaped. Every man knows how scary it can get when you're going for a close shave below the waist. That's why we trust Manscaped for our sensitive areas. Introducing the Lawnmower family, the Lawnmower 3.0 Plus and the 4.0 Pro and the 5.0 Ultra. 3 different ball trimmers. Isn't that awesome? That's exactly the copy. And they're waterproof too. Need I say more? For the basic trim, go for the 3.0 and work your way up to the 4.0 or 5.0 for the ultimate grooming experience. Taking it on the go, Manscaped has you covered. These trimmers have a travel case and even travel lock features to avoid any accidental powering or weird looks at the airport. This right here is on the cutting edge of cutting pubes. Upgrade your ball trimmer and your life will follow. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code LIGHTS at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code LIGHTS at manscaped.com. For the best your boys have ever looked, trust Manscaped. All right, last other half of the bracket, the shitty action movie that you like coming on TNT, TBS, whatever, versus Finding Money that you didn't know you had. Start out with you, Marty.
These are 2 of my favorites on this side, actually. I'm gonna go to the movie because it happens more, and it really does get like, when you're not thinking about that movie much anymore. It's like, oh, nice, hell yes, I'm going movie.
One for the movie.
I feel like I'd be, putting to shame my family name if I didn't vote for finding a $10 bill on
true.
December 31st to win the money fighting
The
competition.
walk-off money is unbelievable. Nick?
It's gonna be the movie.
Another for the movie. Mook?
Yeah.
Yeah, based on my financial situation, finding the money is more of a thank fucking God. So I'm gonna go with the movie as more of a hell yeah.
3 for the movie.
Look, you gotta get a raise or something.
Yeah, why didn't you think of that, Mook?
That's a good idea. I did put on my list as one of my options when your boy gets a promotion / does well at work. Didn't make it.
Cheah?
I gotta vote for the Tommy's dad finding $10 on December 31st. Specifically that as well.
So we're 3-2 in favor of the shitty action movie over the Finding Money fights.
Yeah, movie for sure.
Tommy, can I
I tell
say
my dad to
something?
go fuck himself.
I don't believe your dad. I think he threw the $10 on the ground.
Don't you fucking dare. They've had this competition for too long.
The old guy in the muscle car versus the nice rack. Oh, God. This is what people think this company's all fucking about. Cheah.
That's tough.
We're voting for seeing a fucking old guy or a pair of tits. Come on.
Old guy in a big muscle car.
The car, that's such a more hell yeah. Like, I know, like, it just is. It just is.
It's just not.
Cheah?
Boobs.
Mook?
Oops.
2 for the boobs. Nick?
The muscle car, dude. He's so tan. The few
Yes.
strands of hair he has are flapping in the wind.
He's gross,
Shades.
too.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, dude, he's leathery.
yeah.
Leathery
That's a
old
hell
guy.
yeah.
Yep. Fights?
Man, this is really hard.
Remember that time you were in that car?
I
Remember
If
that
I'm-
time you saw tits?
if I'm being really honest with myself, and it's weird that I have to give it this lead up, it's tits.
I get
A
it.
lot of character for you.
We're 3-1 in favor of the tits.
Send the tits through.
Marty, I'm assuming you were going with the muscle car,
The
too.
muscle car.
So the nice...
I'm like disappointed in myself.
We have children on the show.
So the nice tits versus
You
the action
spat in the
movie.
face of the realization of the American dream.
So the nice rack versus the action movie you like coming on the network. Marty?
Movie.
Movie. Tommy?
Tits.
Tits.
Pierced.
Movie. Yeah.
2 for the movie.
Now we're back, baby.
Yeah, we're back. The movie's so nice when it's a the movie.
Nick?
People are gonna think I'm a titty hater, and I'm not. But it's not a hell yeah for me. It's give me the movie.
3 for the movie. Mook?
You don't have either of these, Mook. You don't have cable or boobs.
I got boobs.
Wow. Shots
I'm
fired.
saying he has. I guess that was a shot.
I got my
fired.
own
Didn't-
boobs.
Didn't
And I got
mean
other
that.
boobs. Yeah, I love boobs, man. I see a nice picture on Twitter. I'm like, oh hell yes.
So right now we're 3-2 in favor of the movie.
I think we have a tie.
Yep. Jay?
Yeah, I opened up Instagram yesterday, the day before, and I don't follow that many like celebrities or anything like that, but there are, I don't know, maybe like three, four, five that I do follow, and I just saw some tits on one of them, and I'm just like, holy cow.
But that's not hell yeah. That's holy cow.
Hell yeah.
Not hell yeah.
Tits are sweeping the holy cow bracket.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Tune in next week.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be the movie one.
Wow.
This is going to be a movie. That response is just not there. Like, you know what I mean? I've never seen tits and been like, I'd think like, hell yeah. It would be like you were saying, holy cow, sure. No problem. But I just never been a hell yeah for me. So the movie, the shitty action movie that you like being on the network, or on TNT, TBS, whatever, versus the fighter jet. Starting with you, Cheah.
Yeah, I think fighter jet by a comfortable margin.
Fighter jet by comfortable margin. Mook.
Fighter jet because it gets me more fired up.
Fired up. Nick.
Is this the finals?
This is the finals.
This sucks.
The right side of the bracket was much better, and I think.
But there was no like. As we were even
real-
getting to the final four, I was like, I don't know which one of these I want to win.
Yeah, I'll be proud to vote for the movie.
A real
Yeah.
cheesy action movie when the Rock flexed out of his cast.
Yeah, baby.
That was a hell yeah. Let's go action movie here.
Action movie. Fights.
Put it on the board.
This is
No,
tough.
I'm not a tit hater.
Because I think the movie is more of a, oh, hell yeah. And I think the fighter jet is more, that's awesome. I'm not saying that's awesome if the movie I want to watch is on.
Sure.
I'm going, hell yeah, and I'll yell at my dad or I'll yell at someone in the other room. Like,
You're saying hell
"Fucking
yeah?
Dad, the Patriots on! Get in here!
So we're 2-2, Tommy.
This is really hard. I'm going with the flyover.
3 for the flyover, 2 for the movie. Marty?
Movie.
Yes!
Yep.
Movie.
Movie deserves it way more than jet.
So we're 3
I think
for-
you guys are mixing up like Mook said, like you're getting fired up when that happens.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like, oh, hell yeah. That's all. There's different, oh, hell yeah.
Doing for the movie too.
There are
The
levels
movie's more
of
like,
hell
oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely levels, and there's different types. Like you were saying, the chuckle versus the regular. I think, being true to myself, it would be the movie.
Yeah.
It would be the movie, hell yeah. I do think
boy.
that just more commonly would get that response. So the movie, the action movie that you like coming on the network.
I think this is a great one. I do think this is a
Better than fighter jet.
yeah.
Yeah. So the movie's going to win. Some of the honorable mentions.
I feel like fighter jet would scare you.
You definitely
Well, I mean, if I'm
snuck
from a
up on
safe
you.
distance.
Some of the ones on the honorable mention list. Mook said when the boys are dressed up in formal attire.
That's
Hell
pretty
yeah.
nice. That's
Honestly?
good. When you're hanging out in the lobby and you come up to everyone comes down, you're like, oh, you look handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
that
love seeing the
happened.
boys
That
dressed up.
happened.
suited
I think
up.
I heart reacted to every one of your tux photos. You did. I loved it, man.
That happened at the Barstool Awards. Remember, we were all in our
Yeah.
Hell yeah, guys! Like, it's,
Yeah, the boys look good.
yeah, that's a good one.
A dog grabbing a beer out of a fridge.
That cooler than skateboarding.
Cooler than skateboarding.
Any kind of trick shot from Fights. Fights also had animals fucking.
Yeah.
I almost had that when animals fuck or take a shit at the zoo.
Dude, I was at the zoo last week,
Yep, we
and
saw
I
turtles
saw
fucking.
two European bison fucking. I was like, fucking hell
Fuck yeah.
dude.
Nick had a couple where I didn't know where to put them if I could. Going to the zoo, seeing a really cool deadly animal, and realizing you, man, are the apex predator of the planet.
Fucking hell yeah, dude. We put you behind glass.
Bro, I was at the zoo last week, so I have a lot of experience here. And dude, I went to the tiger's cage and just couldn't see it at all. And my mom was like, it's right there. And I was like, oh, and I couldn't. It was all camouflage. I was like, hell yeah. But exactly like you had, I was like, yeah, but he still can't get me.
Yeah.
No, I'm Apex.
Yeah.
The Japanese gang of greasers with giant pompadours.
Yeah, have you seen those guys?
Yeah, but it just made me laugh when I read it.
Yeah, there's this Japanese gang of greasers with giant pompadours.
Dude,
They smoke cigarettes and they have switchblades.
Speaking of Japanese, I've said this before on here, seeing a cool-looking Japanese woman smoke a cigarette with dyed hair. Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome.
Seeing a wholesome moment between father
awesome.
and son, someone put. Getting an extra nugget.
That's good.
Yeah, like it's all right. Getting an empty seat next to on a flight.
That's a good one.
I'm
That's a
surprised.
good one.
That was.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
surprised
a
that
good-
didn't go.
That probably would have won.
That would have
Getting
wiped.
getting 21 in blackjack. What's these other ones? A fun roller coaster ride.
Sometimes they're awesome.
That's weird.
How many do you put in?
Tommy put in a lot.
I always put in a lot.
Yeah.
You said watching a fight in your high school cafeteria.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a good one.
That's a really good one.
First sip of alcohol after a long week or day.
Yep. Good one.
Oh yeah.
The Suicide Squad 2016 trailer.
Such an awesome trailer. That's an awful fucking movie. The trailer, like with what is Bohemian Rhapsody playing or something, and Margot Robbie's like hanging upside down. I was like, this is going to be the greatest movie of all time. And my God, what a stinker.
Speaking of a really loud fart, you put.
Really loud farts. Sometimes they go, oh,
I had that
I
on
put
there as
that
well.
too.
Yeah.
You put loud fart? You guys all had loud fart?
My
Yeah.
boy farts in public, and it's funny.
Yeah.
Getting the first log out when you really have to poop.
yeah.
When my boy has sex / the date goes well from Mook.
Yep.
You
Mook
really like
loves
when
the
your boys
boys.
are
Yeah,
Mook
handsome
loves
and
the boys.
fucking.
When my boys fuck, dude, I'm like, oh hell yeah, dude, let's go.
Good war shows or documentaries Mook had.
Band of Brothers makes me say hell yeah a lot.
And then lastly, the one which you mentioned a minute ago, when one of your boys gets a promotion or does something really well at work. Which, yeah, no, I agree with you.
Mook,
Gassing the
Mook,
boys.
you're the best, dude.
Yeah,
You're
you're a boy.
awesome.
Thank you.
He's a supportive guy.
Are you
I
a good
love my
friend?
boys.
Are you a good friend? Mook?
Obviously.
I'm
Yeah,
a
he's a great friend.
Fucking better
You
be.
you sound it.
Yeah, but wait till you see these Japanese greasers. I can't believe it.
No, I didn't get to say it. That's a great one too, Nick.
looking-
I know. I do
Oh,
know what
that
you're
is-
talking about.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Look how big that pompadour
That's
is.
sick.
That's the biggest pompadours I've ever seen. But to the point, you said that's awesome. You didn't say hell yeah.
No, that's just awesome.
No, you-
I just don't say it. Doesn't come out naturally for me. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I did when I texted you about this. I was like, I don't think I've ever heard you say it in
No,
my
it
life. I've heard
doesn't.
everyone else on this panel probably say it at least once, but
I'm gonna
not
search my text messages for hell yeah and see what my last one was.
I did that too.
him. Ooh,
You say it a lot.
I say it a lot.
Yeah.
hell yeah. Let's see.
Yesterday. Twice.
Twice to what?
Wow, I say it a lot.
I reacted to my friend telling me he's having a baby. oh hell yeah, nice.
Yeah, not one. Everyone's to me.
That's funny.
Glenny Balls is a big hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I have a few hell yeah brothers from Glenny.
One of my last ones was to Mook pre this. It was just saying hell yeah, dude, or something. I don't know what you were doing, but I gave you a hell yeah.
Not
I have,
one.
I have 13 this month.
13 this month alone. Wow.
I have 0. It's impressive.
Okay, so that's the winner. The winner episode is the movie that you, whatever movie you like, shitty action movie that comes up on TNT, TBS, whatever. That's episode 124. We'll be back next week with a new topic. Join us then.